Hi babes and welcome back to my channel. Today we're finally doing another haul. I know this is your favorite kind of video, same here, I love doing these videos. So today we have a ton of stuff from dollskill, mostly from their latest Goth collection. I really like this collection a lot because it brings back memories from my childhood. This is a time period that I got to experience because I'm rather old. And I was also goth in that time. If you're not familiar with the term, goth was a style of merge between the late 90s and early 2000s. It was used mostly as a pejorative term to describe kids who adopted a rather goth-looking aesthetic but showed little to no interest in goth music and instead listened to industrial and nu metal. I feel like the term has lost its negative connotations and it's now used mainly in a nostalgic way to describe this particular fashion style. So it brings back memories from music and fashion and vampire freaks and a lot of other stuff, so I'm really in love with this collection. So let's start with this black and red dress. It has 2 layers and it's made of fishnet and another elastic fabric. So I'm gonna try it on and I will be right back. This is how it looks like on. This dress is called Shed Your Skin Fishnet Mini Dress and I got it in a size XS, just like everything else in this haul. And okay, I'm in love with it. It's so beautiful. It has lace details here and at the bottom. You can see that it has 2 layers. This one is bright red and then black fishnet on top. It makes for a perfect combination. I really like the way it looks. The only thing is that it is super short. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it barely covers my ass. I will probably have to wear it with shorts or something underneath because I don't really feel comfortable. If it moves a tiny bit, I'm gonna show you everything and that's not something I want to do when I go out. You can do it if you want, I don't have a problem with it, I just don't feel comfortable. I just got a little closer so you can see the details here. It is very beautiful. It looks like a slip dress but super upgraded and I think it's my new favorite dress for summer. So I'm gonna wear it a lot. I've already used it for so many photos and videos, so if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you've probably seen this already. But I think I'm gonna keep using it because it's so beautiful and so comfortable, especially here in Spain because it's super hot and something like this is always perfect. So let's move on to the next one. Next I got this set. It's a t-shirt and a skirt. They're both made of cotton-like material. It's a patchwork set in red and black and I'm gonna try it on so you can see it. This is a beautiful Oblivion patchwork skirt set and looks so good. This is 100% something I would have used back in the day. It looks really cool and it's also super comfortable. It's a little loose in here. It's designed to be like that because it's a size XS and this fits me perfectly, just like everything with Widow. I know I say this all the time, but Widow always makes clothes that fit me perfectly. And I'm not sure about you. I know people with bigger boobs sometimes have problems with things that have cups, but for people with my body type, Widow is just perfect and they are very consistent with sizing, so it makes it a lot easier to buy online. The only thing I'm not super happy about is that it's, again, very short. I wish it was a tiny bit longer, so I would feel more comfortable wearing it outside. It's the kind of thing that you see on a hanger and you don't really pay much attention to it, but once you put it on, it fits so well that it looks amazing. It's a little bit hot here to wear a short sleeve right now, but in September I'm sure this is going to be perfect. So let's move on to the next thing. This one is called MARTYR, a sweater dress, and I think it screams 2005. Like, I'm looking at myself now and this is 100% how I wanted to look like back in the day, but I'm not sure if I will be able to find some photos, but my makeup was horrible. I mean, I had 0 makeup skills and of course I didn't have so many clothes. It was super difficult to find stuff that was alternative or black. So I mostly had to buy guys' clothes because it was a lot easier to find alternative things for guys than for girls. I know nowadays it's exactly the opposite. If you're a guy and you want to wear alternative clothes, it's super difficult to find things. But back then it wasn't so common for girls to be into alternative music and stuff like that. I remember there was this, like, some old metalheads would hate on you just because you were a girl, and even more if you were super young, they would just call you names and stuff like that. People weren't very nice back then. And I mean, they're not very nice now either, they're just rude in different ways, so I don't think we've evolved that much, unfortunately. But at least you don't get so much hate for being a girl and being into alternative stuff, other than being asked to name 3 songs every 5 minutes. This one, thankfully, is a little longer, especially on the back. You can see that it covers my ass completely, it's even a lot longer than that. So that's good. It's a little shorter on the front, which makes for a very nice effect, and it's very flowy and lightweight. So even if it's like a wool type material, it's really good for summer. It's super comfortable, and the thing I like the most about it is that it's totally different from everything I have. Apart from some stuff from their Goth collection, I also got some pieces from their pink collection. And this is one of them. It's the Magenta Super Creep sweater. And it's really cute. It reminds me of Avril Lavigne 100%. And I really like it. Of course, I'm gonna die right now because it's extremely hot, but I'm gonna try this on. I'm sorry if I don't always mention sizes. Everything in this haul is a size XS, but I will also write it down in the description box along with all the links to all these outfits. So I am wearing this sweater. As you can see, it's a very short, it's a crop sweater, and the sleeves are super long. So what do you think? I think it's really cute. Probably a little far from my usual style, but still very nice and brings back memories from probably 2006, which was the year when emo stuff became like really huge with Warped Tour and all that. I'm mostly into goth, but there are some emo bands that I really love since back in the day. I've always listened to a lot of different alternative genres, and although I know it was frowned upon to be goth and listen to emo bands, I really couldn't care less. I'm wearing it with a skirt from the same collection. You can find a haul I did with this collection not so long ago. It's called Monster High Inspired Outfits from Widow or something like that. I will probably link it somewhere here, so you can check it out as well. That was one of my favorite hauls along with the vampire one. As much as I like it, I'm really dying to get out of it because I'm sweating and I hate that. So I'm gonna change into the next outfit and I will be right back. This is a lot more weather appropriate. This is a Toxic Valentine fishnet dress. It's a lot longer, but you cannot see it right now, silly me. Anyway, I'm wearing it with a swimsuit, also from Widow, that I never showed you here, by the way, because it's only fishnet, so I had to wear it with something underneath, of course. And it's rather closed on the back, but the cleavage here is super, super deep. So bear that in mind because it's really deep. It makes me think of beach type dresses, so I thought it was really appropriate to wear it with a swimsuit underneath. And I also love this swimsuit, and I use every chance I have to use it because I don't go to the beach or a swimming pool, so photos and videos has to be. I know you still can't see the full thing because it's super long. I mean, it's floor length for me, but I'm really short, so it's not that long. But it's really flowy. It has a lot of fishnet layers, and it looks really, really gorgeous with this swimsuit underneath. By the way, this is how the swimsuit looks without the other dress, because I realized since I've never shown you. Here it is. It's my favorite swimsuit. Maybe it's still available, I'm not sure. But I know they restock it every now and then, so maybe you're lucky and you can catch it. Sadly, we are reaching the end of this haul. I only have one thing left, but I left the flashiest thing for the end. So don't close this video and wait for it because it's super weird. This is called Sweet Fatal Farewell, and how cool is this? It's reflective PVC in hot pink with black spikes and black chains. I hope you've noticed that I picked a matching necklace. I've had this necklace for 15 years at least, and unfortunately I get asked a lot about where I got it. I got it in a street shop, so it was probably one of a kind because the guy who was selling them had a ton of different ones, but this was the only one in black. So unfortunately I can't help you with that. I haven't seen them anywhere else after that, so I'm thinking they were handmade by him, so unfortunately they're not really available anymore. As you can see, it's super flashy and really, really gorgeous. It fits me perfectly and I like the design a lot. It's very, very comfortable. Apart from all the spikes and details, it has two fully functional zippers, one on the front and another one on the back, so it's very easy to put it on and take it off. It has an elastic part here, so it's also super comfortable in this area. I think it's very well made because it's easy to put on, it fits perfectly, it is super comfortable. It's a little bit heavy because of all the chains and all that, but it isn't really annoying in any way. For me it's normal because I'm used to wearing corsets and stuff like that, but maybe if you're used to lighter stuff, just bear in mind it's like it has chains, so it has some weight to it. So that was everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked it, and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite piece of this haul. I think it was the first red dress for me, but I loved everything else as well. So before you leave, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!